Beyond Saltmarsh is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Superior Adventures Guild. My name's Dave. I am your humble dungeon master here in the wonderful world of Greyhawk. Tonight, we're jumping back into Beyond Saltmarsh. But before we do, I want to introduce you to my good buddies, the people that make this the fun that it is. Hey, fellas.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Oh. Andy, thanks for resubscribing. Good timing, man. That was great.
I'm bragging about my 2-month anniversary.
Wow. Well, as we do, guys, let's go around the table and introduce ourselves to the folks that are joining us tonight. And if you are joining us, thank you very, very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, am I going first?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's up, everybody? My name's Andy. I'm playing Rhunar Dig, an 8th level human dual sword wielding Battlemaster fighter and captain of the Good Buddy. And I'm really interested in meeting our new friend Malakot, the Toad Man.
Hello, I am Byron Hern. I am playing Rogue, who's in disguise. Well, less disguise now. I'm kind of, it's watch duty right now, so Byron's not doing much but sleeping.
He's
Yeah,
on
it's
watch.
But he is dreaming of a sweet ballista that he's gonna put on the ship in honor of the rechristening when they finally get back to the boat at some point.
Nice.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
When? That's good. Optimism. I like it.
Very cool. Hey, it's me, Chad, aka North Shore DM, aka Tenoch Knucklebones, who I play on this show. He's a kind of a Ghostwise, a riff on a Ghostwise halfling here in Greyhawk. He's a divination wizard. He likes to do things that I'm very in tune with, aka still punching things. I can't give up Olive Erin. Last session, I really enjoyed fighting that swamp monster with an oar and watching us all roll really bad against it. That wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun, but
The dice.
they're fickle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mhm.
boy, yes, they are. Hi, I'm Michael. I'm playing Theo, a 5th level deck wizard, 16th level frogumancer who's pleased that his familiar has finally arrived in the night and the dark work can finally begin. But more interested from last session though was I actually really liked all we're camping in the kind of in the jungle and going through all that, and we came up with some neat solutions to deal with that, like we're gonna make a shelter, we're gonna use giant leaves. It's Bear Grylls plays D&D.
Oh, that's so true. That's so
I
true.
love Bear Grylls, but none of us are drinking our own piss.
No, not
Well,
yet.
one of us has been
for
drinking it the
yourself.
whole time.
Oh God, yeah, since Saltmarsh, right?
Better than claw wine.
It's sterile.
Ooh,
It's true.
Debatable. Claw wine. All right, guys, thank you. We've got a couple of announcements before we jump into things. Chad, why don't you kick us off, my friend?
Tomorrow, this time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Midwinter Keening returns. Me and my friends will be back in the campaign setting of Svealand, getting our Norse on. Yes, I just said that. I'm excited. They have, of course, been knee deep in both men and people who used to be men and are now coming out of a bog. And they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I'm excited to see what happens. So it's going to be fun. Also, we are giving away some dice. that will look exactly like this. It will be the very last time I send dice to somebody who lives in the continental United States. I mean, maybe not the very last time, but it'll be the last time for some time. But so come on by. You can get a chance to win that. There's going to be some PDF giveaways. It's going to be great. Anyway, Dave, what do you got?
Hey, back to me. Hi, guys. I'm Dave. I have an announcement too. We want to say a big thank you to our friends at CZRPG, the awesome content creators who have, for whatever reason, decided to sponsor the Beyond Saltmarsh stream. We are super grateful, humbled. We appreciate it. They create a bunch of really cool 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons content, adventures, map packs, different settings. They do all kinds of cartographic design. They're all about helping the DMs look good and save time, which is pretty awesome. So if you need adventure supplement encounters or map packs, you can go over to czrpg.com. Tonight, we are thrilled to be able to do a giveaway at the end of the stream. We are going to be giving away a piece of their content called The Ultimate Trial Dunes. So this is a 5e adventure that provides a challenging desert survival experience for characters between 1st and 4th level. It's set in the Desert of Valor game setting, and it includes hex crawling rules, a multi-level pyramid dungeon, new creatures, magic items, and a ton of maps. I was looking at it earlier, and there's like 60 plus maps, which is pretty sweet. The only question is, will your party survive? Yeah. Go ahead and drop the code word CZRPG in the chat tonight. Hang out for the stream. We will draw one lucky winner at the end of the stream. It could be you. Who knows? You put the CZRPG in the chat. It might happen. It might be your lucky day. Unless Vamp Wickman shows up, then all bets are off. But hey, I don't see Vamp yet. Anyways, seriously, CZRPG in the chat, and you'll be entered to win. And Michael and Chad, point down towards that URL that you can see right below you. Yeah, right about there. Yep, right there. Perfect. Go check that out if you want to see what the Dunes giveaway content is all about. You can use that URL. Check it out. Enjoy it. Win it. Here we go. All right, guys.
Copy done.
We already lost Kirk, so things are going well. Kirk, what happened to your video, buddy? Are you still with us?
That was such an epic frame to freeze on, too.
I know, it was funny.
He was just like,
all right, well, while we're trying to get Kirk back, guess what we're going to do?
A recap.
We are. Yep. That's exactly what we're doing right about now. Hi, guys. It's recap time. So I'm sure a lot of you were with us last week, but let me just lay it out for you. The Deg Gang teamed up with a stranger last week, Danvirius Zankro, a guide of sorts who offered to aid them in their quest to chase after a beast that had attacked Tanyika the night prior. An agreement was struck. While Danvirius set off to procure a boat, the party sought out supplies and made preparations for the mounting expedition into the Gloomhaven Glades. Rhunar and Byron went back to the ship, the Good Buddy, to inform their crew of the new plan, while Tenoch and Theo visited a strange apothecary at the edge of the Broken Wharf, where they were welcomed by a friendly alchemist named City Grimberg and his friend Gil, an awakened mushroom with an interesting sense of humor, to say the least. Pleasantries were exchanged, wares were perused, potions were purchased, etc., etc. While back on the ship, Rhunar ordered a rotating shore leaves for the crew and tasked his first mate, Fritz, with preparing supplies for eventual departure and return to Monmerg, where this voyage began. We also had a montage of sorts with Rhunar swapping out his weapon kit for another weapon kit. There's a whole backstory to that, which I'm sure we'll get into. Later, they all rendezvoused at the Biori Bridge. They met Danvirius, who had a small rowboat, and they piled into the boat and set up the river. They left the small town of Cyber behind them and made their way into the heart of a vast green jungle known as the Gloomhaven Glades. Tenoch and his black-collared hawk scouted the glades, the former from the bow of the small watercraft and the latter from up high above, a bird's eye view, you might say. Small talk and rowing made for a long day on the river. And in the late afternoon, the Hawks spotted a monsoon storm rolling in from the ocean. So the party tried to find a place to make camp, which is not easy to do when you're in a swamp. Rain started to fall. And at that moment, a large animated vine creature reached up from the water and grasped Danverius and attempted to pull him from the boat. More slithering tendrils emerged from the water to grasp onto the boat, and party members, caught by surprise, they struggled to keep their guide from disappearing into the water and to keep the boat from capsizing. Quite frankly, it was a little touch and go. Rhunar was grappled, pulled into the water. Byron hacked away at the vines, pulling at the bow of the small ship. At one point, Tenoch leapt out of the boat, cast Shadow Blade, and came down on the massive vines, ultimately ending its assault and destroying its essence. They were swamped but not sunk, so they ended up making it to a bit of a dry campsite, although it was a total deluge of monsoon rain. Buzzing insects descending on the party as they got to the shoreline and set up a makeshift camp. They did a little searching. Tenoch found some interesting fungi and some palm fronds that he used to reinforce their lean-to. They lit a bunch of pipes to dissuade the mosquitoes and to lighten their hearts, I suppose, after a rough first day. And during the night, when the rainfall stopped, the party was surprised by a huge creature emerging from the glades, a toad-like monstrosity introducing itself as Malacht and asking to join the adventurers around the fire. So, my friends, yesterday you mounted an expedition into the Gloomhaven Glades, and along the way, you nearly lost your small rowboat to an animated strainer hiding in the river. Just moments ago, you were joined around the fire by a weird-looking creature who emerged from the marsh in the middle of the night. Byron is sleeping. What do you do?
I
Oh,
attack the
wow.
darkness.
I'm gonna get a Mountain Dew from the fridge.
We say this all out loud to Malak to see how he reacts. No, I'm kidding.
So I said his name wrong earlier. It's Malacht.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? All right. So Malacht, do you live out here?
Yes, of course. Where are you? Are you from Cyber then?
Yeah, we are currently based in Cyber, you could say. We travel a lot, though.
We're looking for something.
Most people that come out here are looking for something.
Yes,
What?
but what we are looking for is weirder than normal. I would bet you any money.
You have my curiosity.
You haven't seen a 15-foot tall bipedal insectoid murder person, have you?
I can't say that I've seen anything like that.
Then yes, weird thing.
I can't remember the physical description, but I feel like Rhunar would.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would. It was described to you. You saw. Well, you didn't really get a great look at it, but Tanyika gave you a pretty good description of a extremely large monstrosity, an aberration, you might say, that was sort of a chimera of a variety of different kinds of creatures. Part, lion, perhaps. Part stag beetle in the mandible, like face area. Maybe a reptilian, spines on its back, covered in hair. Very strange creature
With 4 claws,
with 4 claws.
and its feet are like a foot in diameter.
Yeah.
Runar's just going to share those details with Malak.
He listens, and you watch as he reaches into a small sack on his waist and pulls out something and plops it in his mouth. Big tongue kind of licks his lips, his reptilian lips.
Sounds terrifying. What do you intend to do when you find this creature?
I was thinking we'd make it a nice breakfast and see how it feels.
Hopefully capture it. But it's been...
Guys, come on. I'm trying to sleep here.
We're trying to talk to our nice new friend. Maybe wake up and not being rude.
Oh,
Quit,
God,
quit interrupting, Byron.
We've got a bit of a visitor. Yeah, wake up there, Byron.
what the? Oh my! What?
This
Oh,
is Malakt. We
dude.
have no idea what Malakt. We do not want to be rude. What do you identify as?
Well, to be specific, I identify as Malakt.
This is Malakt. He is a Malakt. Are there other Malaks out here?
Not
He's
that I
the only
know of.
one.
I've never met another Malakt.
Have you met other things like a Malakt?
There are other creatures of my kind.
They're from here, or you're on distant travels from a faraway land?
Far away land. I've seemed to have sought refuge on this island.
You are ballsy, my friend.
Well,
Do you ever go into cyber?
no, I don't think that I would be very well accepted there. I keep to myself, and it's the best way to do it. There are other worshippers on the island that I'll speak with from time to time. But not
Worshippers of
cyber.
what?
The old faith.
I have heard the old faith used to describe a number of things, including the cult of a dead god named Jeff, god of biscuits, who this is probably not the cult of. Who does the old faith worship?
Biori, the Orth Mother.
Out of character, does that ring any bells?
Yeah. Are you? What's your? Do you have a proficiency in religion by any chance, or history?
See, I have proficiency in whatever I need at the time. Other than that, I have neither history nor I do have nature and arcana, but I don't have religion or history.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like we've talked about or learned about something
I've got
about
a
the old faith.
16.
Okay, yeah. So you're both on the right track. So you have heard of Biori before, the Biori River, for example. You've been traveling on. Sales had mentioned when she gave an initial report back to you about some of the. She didn't have a whole lot of information, but some of the worship of a pantheon that's a little bit older than the pantheon that you would find, say, in some of the more civilized areas. It's the old faith. Think of it as like a druidic faith.
That's what it
And
was.
there's a very it's pretty widespread in the Flannis, and it's like the original like religion, if you will, or I guess paradigm from the early days, and it still holds on in a lot of different areas. What did you roll? A 16?
16.
Yep. Yeah, that's about what you have for that.
It's not the next thing Theo was going to say, which is, whew, so good. It doesn't involve any weird religious symbols involving triangles or anything, right?
No geometric shapes.
Good. We keep running into problems with groups that worship geometric shapes. It just seems to be a bad call, so I'm glad that you don't worship any of those.
Triangles.
And then Theo just kind of leans in and goes, wait a minute. Are you a druid?
You say that to Malacht?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worship nature and honor it. But no, I would not call myself a novitiate or druid is a strong term. A high, prestigious position.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure we weren't running into a situation where maybe you were going to talk to some birds or something, which would be very interesting to see, but I wanted to be prepared for it if you were.
Guys, it's middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we should probably
Let's
get our.
just go back to sleep.
We should. We should probably get our watch
Malak,
sorted
you're in
out.
charge of watch. Good night.
If you don't know of this beast we are hunting, do you know somebody who might? Is there somebody out here who keeps tabs, who knows things?
There's a possibility. Yes. There is a great druid that takes residence here on the island that you could speak with, although the whereabouts of their circle is protected. It's secret. I do not know where it is, however. You could inquire with perhaps the ladies of the Elder Grove.
I like everything you just said, especially the part about ladies and Evergrove. Where would we find
Elder
them?
Grove or Evergrove?
Elder Grove.
Elder Grove, even better.
They may be able to shed some light on where this druidic circle could be found.
Although I should feel like I should ask a very important question. Who are the ladies of the Elder Grove?
Well, let's just say, take their information with a grain of salt. Yes, salt.
They're not like a coven of swamp hags that meet under the moonlight and eat the souls of unborn children, are they?
That could be an apt description indeed.
Theo literally just makes the face of the, why do I say things out loud?
They may know more about this beast, but I have no doubt that the great druid Andama Lucy would know. They know everything that takes place on this island. Yes. They can consult the Tuatha de Biori.
Well,
Sorry, taking notes.
yeah, me too.
Just to ask out loud, do you have any recommendations for how to find the fine ladies of the Elder Grove?
Yes. They have a hovel, a day, maybe 2 days journey from here, up the river.
Do you think if we build them a nicer house that you can't describe as a hovel, they'd be happier with?
Well, you'll have to find out for yourself. I haven't consulted the ladies since my initial arrival here. It's been quite some time.
How long have you been here?
Many cycles of the moons. Too many to count.
That's a lot of moons.
Where are you going? Where are you traveling to?
I wander a bit and forage and search for ingredients. And keep to myself mostly. I skulk.
Do you live around here?
I live wherever I am, I suppose you might say.
He pulls out something from that little sack on his waist again and throws it in his mouth.
Well, you're welcome to stay and rest if you like.
I appreciate that. I think I will.
One important question, though. There aren't any bullywugs on this island, are there?
Indeed, I've seen them. Surprisingly tasty.
Oh.
Wait, they don't think you're some sort of king among bullywugs?
If they do, it provides some sense of, how shall I say?
Flavor.
I'm just saying, you might be able to take up a good residence being like, their god or something. You would make an excellent god to a bullywug. I'm just saying.
My destiny is not godhood or feigned or real. It's chaos. That is my lot. My life will end in chaos as it began. For the moment, I seek order in the natural cycles.
So,
When you say chaos, are you talking about in like a philosophical term or a more specific location in the cosmological concept of the universe where a state of chaos is in existence?
That's the latter.
Oh, when you say you're not from around here, you mean you're not from around here.
That's correct. Yes.
You don't happen to know any back doors into hell, do you?
There are many portals through which the Lords of Madness seek entrance. Finding them is a whole separate journey.
Well, something for later then.
Hmm.
At which point Theo just kind of settles back against the boat.
Well, it's quite an interesting story then. Yeah.
it is. It is. Whose watches? What are the watch order? I didn't actually write down the fucking watch.
I think
No,
it
I
was just
think
me and Rhunar.
we were going to determine that. I can't remember.
You
Was
and
it-
you and Runar.
I
This
think
was the
all
first
happened on me
watch.
and Rhunar's
Okay.
watch, yeah.
Yep, this was
Well,
the
then
first
I
watch.
will get some shut eye.
I'll take a watch then. You and me, big fella. He looks over at Malcott.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start the watch, and then it'll be Danvarius and Malakot
Yeah.
And Tenoch.
and Tenoch.
Because out of character, we are not leaving those two NPCs alive, alone, and the only ones awake.
I was just going to say that might have been a good idea.
Why would you say that? They're both perfectly trustworthy.
No, Theo just put together part of what the player knows about this and just went, ha ha ha, no.
No worries, mate.
Okay.
I don't mind taking a watch. You got nothing to worry about. We're all in this together, yeah?
Exactly.
All right, so
Okay. Rhunar will rest then.
Okay, Runar's resting. And who is anybody else going to stay up with these two NPCs for the watch?
Theo's gonna
Oh,
stay
wait,
up then
were
to
we the
complete his
first one?
watch.
Okay. So Theo,
Sorry.
roll me a d20.
I got a 6.
Okay. And then let's get a perception roll as well. And let's see. I'll try to-
Somehow miss Danvarius being eaten by Malakt. He fit him all right in his mouth.
It's a
One
15
go.
total.
Okay. And Danvarius 16.
Oh wow.
And let's get one from Malakt. All right, so you guys are all in the neighborhood there. The onslaught of insects really starts to pick up during your watch. Now that the weather has shifted, the rain has stopped, the sky starts to clear. You watch as some of the stars poke out. It's relatively clear on this little knob of a hill that you're camping on, but you do not notice or detect anything that sends off your spidey signal or indicates any sort of danger during your watch.
Other than the big toadman.
And throughout the whole time, he's just plucking these little morsels that he has, whatever it is, in his little pouch, and he's eating pretty consistently through the night. You imagine with such a big fella, he probably eats pretty much all the time.
A lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Theo can't help himself. He's at some point just gonna go. So the place you are from, it's I think the technical term we use for it is limbo, yeah?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Confusing.
It's confusing even to you who is from there? That's even more terrifying.
Yes. Well, there were things that happened to me there that caused me some trouble. This form you
Hey.
see before you is not my original form, but it is what I am. And
Hey,
that,
we
my
have
friend,
all
is
made
chaos.
mistakes that involve us not wanting to go home again. Don't have to explain that at all, trust me. I just imagine your troubles are probably somehow involve things that mortal tongues can't properly pronounce and that sort of stuff. So, a bit more dramatic.
Yes, it is
Same
a
thing.
dynamic existence, to say the least.
It could be worse. You could have been born a peasant and had a very boring life.
Perhaps.
Or you could have been a shitball elven prince that all he cared about is ambition and just used anything he could to get in his way, including a nice human woman, and sired a bunch of children just to, you know what? Again, none of that matters. Doesn't matter what happened at home. You're out here in the
Wow.
woods now.
Interesting conversationalist.
To be fair, this is only the second time I have talked to a being from another plane of existence, and you're much more amenable than the last one, and I don't necessarily need to hunt you down and kill you. So you're doing great as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I kind of like you too, friend. And the fact that we don't have to kill each other, well, that's nice too.
It isn't it always? And then just stare at Danvarius.
What? What you looking at me like that for?
Comic timing. It's important to make sure that you put a punchline to a joke. That was it.
He just looks at you. All right. So that brings us to the end of your watch,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's nothing else useful there.
All right. There's still one more watch to be had, I believe.
I'm gonna wake up the Knucklebones.
All right. And
Byron.
All right, I'll wake up.
all
Hey,
right.
Byron, good news. It's morning. Bad news. There's a solar eclipse, but it should clear up real shortly, so don't worry about it.
Oh shit, dude! Solar eclipse. Isn't that bad news? Doesn't that mean something bad?
The only way we'll know for certain is to
Big
keep an eye on the
magic.
sky, my friend.
Oh, I got this. I'll keep an eye on this guy.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
Byron's just gonna go back to sleep. He's just gonna roll back over and just.
Well, roll a
This is
perception
what-
check for me anyways, just so I have it.
This is why the sun never came up, because Byron went back to sleep.
It's on brand. What do you guys got?
8. I got an 8.
I got a 15.
Okay. Let me roll something here.
I will kick him awake though. Once I notice that he is sleeping.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So, Tenoch, you're pretty vigilant, although there's a lot of sounds now, as you can imagine. After the rainfall, a lot of the birds come out, even though it's the middle of the night. You hear, the night hawks and other nocturnal creatures. There's a lot of frogs. There's insects buzzing. So there's a lot of activity. Moloch is there. He doesn't seem to be going to sleep. His eyes are open, and he's sort of just kind of grumbling and shifting around a little bit. Byron falls asleep for a little while, and you finally notice after a little bit, because you weren't really looking at him for a while.
Yeah.
And then we lost his video again, and he's
It's
back.
back.
All right. So let's see. At some point during your watch, you turn as you hear a shuffling, and Moloch starts to get up from his seated position, and he says,
Well, friends, I must take my leave. I wish you luck in your quest. If you seek out the ladies of the Elder Grove, be wary and be careful.
We will. Thank you.
All right,
And
man. Chaos. Sweet.
good luck to you.
Thank you.
and he just kind of waddles off into the early morning
All right.
and disappears back into the jungle.
At this point, I'll sit up and I'll look at Tenoch and I'll be like, "Did that really just happen, dude?
Which part?
There was a giant. I swear, there's a toad when I went to sleep. There's a toad when I woke up. Was it really a toad here?
This is some kind of toad creature. Toad-like creature. I don't know what he was called.
Oh man, I thought I was having a bad
Monarch.
dream.
At that point, Theo just kind of rolls over and goes, "Holy shit, we didn't get killed."
Oh man, have you ever had frog legs?
He wasn't really sleeping that well. That, ha ha! I read about that once, but I never thought I'd see one.
What was it, Dan? That creature? You've heard of that?
In theory, it was a member of a race known as the Slod.
Never heard of it.
Blood.
They live on another plane of existence, the one that is entirely completely composed of chaos.
Sounds horrible.
Nice.
Yes, once I put together what it was, I was giving it even odds it was going to try and eat us or vice versa. Turns out, as long as you're nice to them, I guess they don't immediately try and kill you.
Some things in the wild are your friends. Some things aren't.
I knew you were gonna say something like that.
Well said. Danverius gets up and he walks over to the fire and stokes it. And as he walks over, he kicks your boot, Byron. And he goes, "Hey, Hern.
What? What?
You ever want to borrow my knife? Just ask, mate. No big deal.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's all right." He pats the knife in his holster, and you look up, and he has his knife, and you have yours.
What the?
Sticky fingers. Get you in trouble.
What? I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. They're the same knife.
Well, tell you what, you're gonna rob somebody. You best stay up and not fall asleep when they're about ready to rob you, yeah?
What else did you take from me?
Nah, you'll figure it out, mate. All right, who's up for breakfast?
Take his virginity because Lord knows we've been waiting for someone to.
Oh boy. Hey, it's over my pay grade.
Wow.
Good decision. Also, everyone check your things just in case our friend from the night also took something, because I have no idea what things from the plane of chaos can do, but even odds it could be weird.
It could be weird. I'm not going to check my things.
Check up everything he has.
Oh,
Because
I am. Literally
I don't want to
dumping
have to
out
go.
my bag
I don't want to
full.
have to find something missing and have to go out and kill that thing.
Yeah.
Roll, everybody roll, who's looking through their stuff, roll a perception check for me, or an investigation check.
Got a 17.
Got a nat 20
Oh, wow.
Nat 20. Wow.
for a 23 investigation.
All right, so you guys are digging through your stuff, and you can't place anything. Doesn't look like anything's been taken. But Byron, you as you're rifling through your stuff, you look over to where Malacht was sitting, and you can see that there is a strange patch of small white, like fungus that wasn't there before. That seems to have been left behind.
Oh man. Just thinking back, does it remind me of the fungus that we ran into that nearly killed me in the haunted house north of Saltmarsh?
Um,
That wasn't fungus.
no, it does not look like that. That was more of like a spore dust that you
Okay.
inhaled.
Okay.
Yeah, that did almost
Oh,
kill you
that
though.
was brutal.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
remember
roll
that
in
shit.
death saves.
I was
Yeah.
rolling. I was like one death save from dead. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take out my dagger. And kind of smear it in the fungus.
What are you doing? Byron, what is that?
I don't know.
Smear it in the fungus.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of shave it off and rub it all over my blade, without touching it, of course.
All right.
And I'm
So-
gonna look at Tenoch and be like, Tenoch, check this out. I'm pretty
Did
sure.
I not? Right. I could have swore I wrote notes about the fungus that I found.
You have two different funguses, right? You found a blue
Yeah.
one and a red one with dots on it.
Oh yeah, the mushrooms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe I
And so you
put-
should have something that says potentially suspicious mushrooms or something like that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I found it. Portion of possibly questionable mushrooms. I wrote it. I put it in my inventory in roll
It's a
20.
good description. Really good description.
Does this look similar at all to any of those mushrooms that I found yesterday?
No, this is
No.
different, and it looks like they just emerged overnight from the ground while the creature was sitting in that spot underneath them.
Oh.
I'll look at Theo. I'll be like, Theo, use your eye thing. Do your thing with the blue, the glowy.
Can I try
Yeah.
to determine the mushroom type?
Sure. Roll a nature check. Absolutely, you can.
Byron, before I do this,
13.
I want you to know something. I don't remember, but there's at least one or two peoples from other planes that reproduce via spores. You know that, right?
So I'm gonna get pregnant,
Yeah, you better watch out, man.
or anything
If
I
you
kill with it will get pregnant.
Maybe it's going to, and maybe you'll be inseminated by some sort of strange extraplanar being. Maybe it'll just kill you via poison. I don't know. I'm saying be careful.
It's just
You
on my dagger.
Get too close to that, you're gonna have a little baby slod in you.
Or maybe whoever I stab with this will have a baby slot in them.
That's terrifying.
That doesn't sound good.
No,
No.
no, it does not.
I feel like that would work on a devil. Can't control chaos. I will hold this dagger forever.
We'll need to research some things at a library before you get too happy about that. Also, I then cast detect magic using the happy fun eyes.
Maybe the apothecary might want to buy some of that from you.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
good call.
Do you have like a tube or a jar?
I'll be really
Yeah.
careful and
Perhaps an old healing potion vial.
heck yeah.
Tenoch, you rolled a 16 on your nature check.
13.
13. Okay.
Yeah. Not
Uh,
a 16.
yeah,
Sadly.
you don't know the species, but they appear similar to an edible mushroom that you're familiar with. That's used oftentimes in food preparation.
Oh.
They look like button mushrooms. However, I know enough about mushrooms to know that is not good enough.
Here, I can harvest some of them.
That's
I'll
not
take
a
out
bad
one.
idea.
I have a glass bottle.
Harvest them all.
Yep. Okay. I'll harvest them all. I'll take the
Yeah.
time to harvest them all. I'll fill up.
You sitting
Well, I
back
only
by
have 3 glass bottles.
Yeah, Theo,
Nice.
as you turn on the detection eyes for magic, you don't get a ping from the mushrooms.
Since they're not inherently magical.
Oh, but
Hey,
are
that's a
they?
bummer.
Is there enough to fill up 3 glass bottles?
How big are these bottles?
I am not sure. They're
Well,
2 pounds apiece.
they're in your inventory, so
I
you can decide
okay,
how big they are within
cool.
reason.
250 mils.
I was thinking like a Nalgene, but
All
yeah,
right,
something smaller than that seems better.
roll a d6.
Oh, 5.
5.
You're able to almost fill up all 3 of the bottles with these white mushrooms.
Sweet.
Nice.
So, just to ask out loud, did anyone ask the nice frogman how to find the ladies of the Elder Grove?
Yeah, he said that they were up the main branch of the river about a day or two. Right?
Yeah, that's what he said. Day or two.
We would have to go back to that main branch.
But,
Do you
but
think
they
it's
could prove problematic.
Yeah, there's like a 50-50 chance that there's some sort of fog witches that are going to try and eat our livers. Or they're really nice, crazy people. It's hard to tell.
hmm,
However, how much of a better of a trail do we have right now?
That's a good question. I feel like I don't remember why we took this path. I think I picked this path for
We
some
came.
reason.
I think we came this way specifically for the camp spot because
Yep.
we knew the storm was coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, and
yeah.
it's on this tributary that we figured that the creature probably wasn't hiding in the main flow of the river.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I
So we
think
took like
this.
a tributary to the north and then to the south.
I think this is still a viable option to try to track,
I'll admit,
blunder
I'm a
around. Maybe we would blunder around for a day or two out here, and then go track down the bog witches if we need to, or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds like something we should maybe do as a more
not good as the
desperate
last week, but I dated a
option.
witch once, and it did not end pretty.
Yeah,
I,
it sounds dubious.
Right then, let's. I don't know why I'm suddenly trying to be Australian. Um,
Hey, it's all right. It's all right, mate. Join me. It's fun. Give it a
okay,
Yeah,
go.
let's
playing a dark elf maybe. So let's get the boat together and get back upriver and see what other sort of horrible things tries to kill us in the night, eh?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
All right. Let's load up. Let's get ready then. Danvarius, as he's starting to load things and get the small rowboat ready, he comes over to you, Tenoch, and he says, "Yeah, Tenoch,
Yeah.
just wondering your hawk companion. Any any way you could send it up? Maybe get a view."
I whistle and point
Oh,
up,
oh, cool.
and he like takes off.
Beautiful bird.
He is.
You got a name for him?
Nope.
All right. Bird.
bird.
Yep. Bird. Hey, bird.
Well then,
Uh,
roll a perception check.
for the bird or for me?
Yeah, for your bird.
I think I can do that. Can I do
We
that?
believe it.
Bird
Let's
is the
see.
word.
Will it let... I won't do it. Okay, his perception is +4, and he has advantage. So There's one roll. So 13. Other roll. 16 plus 4, 20.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, so you send up the hawk, and it flies for a while you're getting ready. You know, you're getting prepared to sort of, you've loaded all the gear into the boat. You're getting sort of ready to shove off, and the hawk comes back and communicates to you, however that works with your connection, your link to your familiar, that the tributary branch that you're on narrows quite a bit, heading east off this main branch. It gets narrower and narrower, but there is on a tributary farther up north of on the main branch of the river, there's a second tributary that goes east, and it looks to be as though there's maybe a small village.
So back out to the main village, north, and then another east tributary, a small village.
Yeah, you guys have been traveling relatively like northeast, and then you decided to take an eastern direction to get to this raised area where there was an old fire ring and campsite. And so what basically the hawk is telling you, like, there's an additional tributary farther north that appears to have some sort of a village adjacent.
There's perhaps a small village north of us, off of a different tributary of the main river.
I'm just going to turn to Danvarius and say, do you know anything about this village?
I don't know it. No, there's a couple of them out here, from what I heard, but yeah, not sure about this one.
Is there any way you can tell if it's inhabited by people? Or is it a bullywug village?
What's a bullywug?
Frog creature.
Ah,
Pretty nasty disposition.
I'll send him out to take a better look.
Okay. Roll an investigation check for the hawk this time.
Ooh.
And this takes a while because it's
Yeah.
not nearby. It's to the north and east.
Give me 1 sec. Go back to D&D Beyond.
So you said we're heading in that general direction right now, but this tributary that we're on ends. It doesn't go that far.
Narrow. It gets narrower and narrower as it continues east.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Mm.
Birds have a -4 to intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
You get it takes a while, first of all. So
Yeah.
you do end up waiting for, I would say, roll a d4 to figure out how long we wait for this.
3.
Okay, so it's about an hour that it takes for this whole so you're kind of hanging out on the beach waiting to go. You can see Danvarius is getting a little antsy, but nevertheless, you get the message back from your hawk when it returns that it's unclear, did not see any movement in the village.
He didn't see anybody.
All right.
Well, we got nothing else to go on other than a bog witch hovel. So let's go for the village, yes?
A trio of bog witches.
Yes, I read that play. It didn't end well for anyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
Maybe this village has a little more information about those witches.
It has anything to keep us from going to say hi to the bog witch.
Or maybe they've seen this creature.
Yeah, that too.
What was that?
Oh, that was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's fine. They hunted packs around here. They're only like 20 feet tall. We'll be fine.
Time to pack up.
Actual recent science news. They actually think T-Rex is hunted in packs, and I never wanted to think about that.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Let me write that down. Hold on. Tyrannosaurus packs. Got it. All
Look,
right.
only the lore that makes it to the table matters, so you've got to justify that later on.
So do we have
Does he though?
That's what this is for.
There's
Yeah.
there's 3 Tyrannosaurus Rexes attacking you. That's justification.
That was the punchline.
I'm running
Let's get in
away.
the boat.
All this talk of Tyrannosaurus makes me want to get in the boat and go.
Get my steak on.
Yeah. So you guys all load up in the
Yeah, let's
boat
get
and
moving.
shove off, and you're gonna head back to the main tributary and up and try to make it to the village.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
All
think
right.
that's a good way.
All right. Let's do this. Let's do a group survival check.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to kill us, guys.
I know that. I rolled a 17.
Come on.
That's okay. We're trying
10.
to kill him.
17, 10.
18.
Nice. Sweet.
That's 16.
All right.
Rhunar, you are the weakest link.
It's
plus 5 to survival too.
Whoa, wow. Well, we all have our off days. It's all right.
Yep.
It's a little bit easier. You're paddling downstream at this point as you return to the main branch of the Biori River. So at first it's a pretty leisurely paddle float with the current. As the sun had come up over the water, there was like this cool mist that was rising. All the water that was on all the leaves was evaporating, so it was this really beautiful, misty, foggy scene with birds flying in and kind of like grabbing maybe fish out of the river, and you can see like little insects coming down and dropping onto the river, and fish coming up and eating them, and it's a whole ecosystem of activity in the morning as the sun rises.
Circle of life.
It really is.
I'm bird watching with my spyglass.
Nice. Roll a nature
That's
check.
why he rolled. That's why he rolled a 10.
Roll a
He's
nature
busy-
check for me.
Pretending to navigate while bird watching. A nature check?
Yeah.
All right. 18.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. So you're watching some of the songbirds that are flitting about the trees, and there's a flock that comes in and lands in a tree in front of you as you're floating down the river, and as you come towards it, it like flushes off the tree all at one time, and it does this big swirling movement and flies up and over the trees and disappears, and you're kind of following it with the spyglass. It's not the ideal tool for this, but you're following them, and as you look, you lose them, but you see in the distance with your spyglass a lone bird soaring, and you can't tell what it is. It's way too far away.
Mysterious.
Even with a spyglass, it's too far away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, is it Tenoch's hawk?
It's not Tenoch's hawk.
Or is it just a really small bird that's really close?
Or it's a bullywug.
Flying.
All right. I'd also just kind of like to use my spyglass to keep an eye on the shores a little bit, just in case I catch a glimpse of the creature, I guess.
I kind of envision Rhunar kind of doing the George Washington thing with a spyglass in the front
Yep.
of the rowboat.
Everybody else is paddling, just like
Absolutely.
I'm not paddling.
You're ahead of me. I just want to start making bad jokes from the Jungle Cruise ride.
I can't wait for that movie. Anyway, let's carry on.
So you guys did great on the survival check. So despite the fact that you're upriver, paddling is a challenge, you do have to switch out midday, maybe even more than once, because it is a little bit more challenging. The main branch of the Biori River has a lot more current. You don't run into any sort of problems with creatures from below the water surface like you did earlier. The weather is good. It's hot and sunny. The sun kind of beats down on you and you're sweaty. Depending on what sort of garments you have on, or if you're wearing heavy armor, that sort of thing, it might be pretty uncomfortable. That's a good question.
Only Rhunar.
What kind of armor are you guys wearing?
I have a breastplate.
studded leather.
I have
Yeah,
cool
also have studded
tattoos.
leather.
Okay. It's not terribly uncomfortable, but you are sweating underneath your armor. It's hot, definitely hot.
I put on my
Yep, I
crested
also have
helmet
my
to keep
cloak
the
on.
To keep the sun off your face and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
get
I
the
have it like
crested
pulled up.
helm on there
Oh,
and just
nice.
Yep.
start talking about finding the fountain of youth back here.
Yeah, you guys have conversation, and you got to kind of keep the spirits high, but you eventually make your way to the second branch, the farther north branch, and you start to go up this smaller tributary. Go ahead and let's see. Rhunar, why don't you roll a d20 for me?
A D20 from Rhunar can only mean one thing.
Jet.
Oh,
4.
it's not good. It's
A
bad.
4?
Could be good. We don't know what he's rolling on.
Okay.
What was that sound?
That means
Oh,
the eggs laid last night by the frogmen are hatching.
I just wish that one of you would have asked what he was eating. That's what I was hoping that
Oh,
you'd.
I know. I was gonna ask him that, but then
Yeah.
I got distracted.
Okay, so that was a good roll.
I've been in the jungle long enough to not want to know.
Yeah. You make your way up the tributary, and you don't have any. You're not accosted by any creatures from below the water surface or above. The wildlife is abundant in this area. You notice some small four-legged creatures on the riverbanks that are drinking from the river that kind of watch as you go by, kind of like deer or tapir kind of creatures. Small game, birds that flush as you come around the bends of these rivers, and the paddling is a little bit easier on this smaller tributary. And the day starts to grow long, and you hear the distant sounds of rumbling thunder. And Danverius turns to you, Tenoch, and says, "You any idea then how much farther it is? We might want to talk about our plan before we arrive at this village. Yeah."
How much further is it, Dave? I say with my hawk.
Your hawk
Doing
goes
its
up, and
hawk
it's
thing.
you get a sense that it's not far, and you get a pretty good idea of how far it is. It's coming up. You probably, at the rate you're going, you estimate that you'll probably be there within an hour.
We're maybe an hour out, I think, give or take. At this rate.
I think what we do will depend on who's home and what are they. It could
Yeah.
be, I don't know, lizard people? I don't really know what to do if they're lizard people. If they're
Yeah.
just,
Well, we could
Could
just
just
paddle
be-
right on up and find out, I guess.
Could just
We are-
be folk who live in the swamp.
we are very good at making friends. Do not worry.
All right then.
Could be a village that was entirely eaten by a toad.
Oops,
Could be.
Could be.
You know, I had vaguely wondered what he was eating the whole time last night.
Yeah,
Elf
did you guys-
fingers.
Did you see what he was eating? I was wondering about that.
It was very dark, and I hope it's not elf fingers, that he can only have half of mine.
I mean, that leaves you half.
That was my dad joke for the day. Did no one?
Is
no
it
one
the
enjoy that?
long half or the short half?
Anything we say after that is getting into racist territory, and I will not have that.
All right. Thank you for not going there. All right. So you guys continue paddling. Let me do this. Get you guys in this boat here.
I'm in the boat.
I'm on a boat, and
What is this yellow thing?
just the snare spell.
Oh,
The
yes.
squares?
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
snare spell, yeah.
Why can't I get rid of it?
I
I
think
don't know. I can't get rid of it either.
you can't select them.
Nope.
Oh shit! I hear more T-Rexes. Paddle faster.
Oh, wait, nope, there it is. Boop.
All right.
got
Let's
it.
see here. There we go.
I'm on a boat.
All right,
And-
guys.
I'm on a boat.
So you're paddling up, and you know that you're coming up pretty quick upon this the village. And as you turn the corner, it's probably late afternoon at this point. You come around the corner and you see a beach ahead of you, and it opens up, and you can see that up a small rise on the hill on the banks of this river. You can see a couple of structures. They are rectangular in shape, generally thatched roof huts that are built up on top of stilts, and in front of them, it appears as though there's some sort of a decking system that they're built up on, perhaps to keep them out of the water during the monsoon events and that sort of thing.
There are no wizards deployed on those decks, correct?
Roll a perception check for me, Theo.
Yeah, do we see
Great.
boats?
With an 8, you look up and you really don't see anything at this point. You just see the structures. You hear the sounds of the jungle. And go ahead, Tenoch, you're looking for a boat. Go ahead and roll a perception check as well.
15.
Nice. You do not see a boat. As you're coming around this bend, really, it's hard to see very farther up the river. Is kind of blocked by vegetation. Although the
Sure.
river does continue, it's wide enough where you know that it continues forward. Certainly not to the narrow extent that you're on before. But in this beach area, there are no boats on the beach.
And did you say is the buildings on both sides of the river or just one side?
It appears from where you are and from your perspective that they're just built on one side of the river. The other side appears to be just thick jungle.
Well, maybe we should just go ashore and see if we see anybody. What do you think?
I'm into it.
What if we sail by a little further upriver before we beach? Because if we beach on this beach, we're literally we have no cover. We have nothing to hide behind. And we can't get away very easily. We could
Smart,
sail
but
by a little bit.
There's no sign of it. There's no
We could-
threat.
Sail through. We could paddle through past the town, see what we see.
And then double back.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm game. Why don't we do that?
Very well. You continue to paddle, keeping an eye on the bank on your left as you're paddling up the tributary upstream. And the water is gently flowing against you. The paddling isn't ridiculously difficult, but you continue past the beach. You can see that there's a small, the little village, if you will, or this little settlement that you can see. Now you can see about 3-4 structures. It's on a slight rise on the banks, similar to maybe what you had camped on, but larger, an area that stays relatively dry. But again, they're built up on stilts for those large scale flooding events. And you continue paddling, and as you come around that bend where Tenoch, I said it was hard to see past, you see a rickety looking dock that is set on a second beach. And there is a small boat, a little bit smaller than the boat that you're in, that is pulled up on the beach.
Not on the dock.
It's not. Are you going to paddle all the way up to the dock and past it? Is that the idea?
I think it is now.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Try the
So
dock.
as you paddle past the dock, you, Tenoch, look back, roll a perception check for me.
Shit, the dock was a mimic.
A dimmick.
Don't ruin it for me now, Theo. You gave the whole thing away.
See him.
All right, hold on. I'm going to have to come up with something else.
5.
Thank goodness.
You're
5.
looking specifically at the boat. It doesn't. You can't tell, but it doesn't look like it's lashed to the dock.
It's just on the.
It's just pulled up on
It's
the
just
beach.
on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As best you can tell.
Does it look, or is this what Tenoch was just doing? Does it look like it's a usable boat, or is it in like ruins?
Roll a perception check, Mr. Degg.
Right.
I'm gonna change the mimic from the dock to the boat. That's what I'm gonna
I was gonna say that out loud, but I didn't want to ruin it for you again.
do.
Perception.
Someday you'll get the mimic that you so desire. I promise you.
You'll
12.
mimic friends we
Big
made
12.
Nice.
It'll be a mimic. Wrap your mind around that. Rhunar, you as I don't know who's paddling at this point, but as the group paddles by and you're looking at the boat as well, it appears as though it potentially is in usable condition. Without going over and inspecting it, you wouldn't be able to do your military, your marine inspection that you would do on a small watercraft, But it looks relatively seaworthy.
Are there any structures on this section, or is it just a dock and a boat?
No, you see. So in total, you've been able to see 6 structures.
Okay.
And they're all pretty much clustered on top of this hill. And there are 2 beaches that you've passed by now, and one of which has a
Okay.
dock.
So there's like the hill, and then there's the beach around the bend, another beach.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see.
dock.
I see.
Danvarius,
Yeah.
what is this village called?
I have no idea. Never been here.
But-
What is that? What is that? He looks up and he points towards the dock.
I'm going to use my spyglass and check it out.
All right.
Does that help me with any kind of perception?
You can roll a new perception check because the other one was specific to the boat, so this is a little bit different.
Cat.
Come on. There it is.
That's that
20.
built-in, that's that built-in Roll20 suspense simulator that they put in there.
Yep.
It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah. 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you sort of steady yourself in the rowboat, the other members of the crew are rowing. You get out the spyglass and you're trying to find what Danvarius is pointing at, and you look in and you adjust the focus, and it comes into focus a little bit, and you see some movement on the beach, and you kind of zoom in as best you can, and you see what could only be described as some sort of what the hell is that? It's like a cross between a bat. It has like leathery wings maybe, and some sort of a long proboscis, and it's kind of hopping up and down on top of a bundle of something. And you see additional movement.
Oh, what? Oh, come again?
So a bat-like creature with a long nose. And it's hopping up and down on a bundle of something. I'm just going to let everybody know. That's what I see.
That doesn't sound.
I'm so glad we didn't land the boat.
Dave,
there.
is it like small, or is it like person-sized?
It's tough to tell size with the spyglass, but it doesn't. It gives you a sense that it's not like your size. It's not a human-sized creature, whatever it is.
Dave, I need a player understanding roll. Is there anything that I would roll to make the determination of that description rings any bells? Or is it just a nope, I've never heard of this?
I mean, there's always a chance. Tell me a little bit about how maybe you would know about this creature.
It's a question of I don't know how well known certain things are in a fantasy world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I, the player, know what that is,
Yeah.
but I don't know how. It's like asking the question of, what does the common peasant know about wyverns or owlbears? That's kind of the realm of I'm
Well,
asking. It's like,
I guess my question to you is more like, has Theo maybe studied natural history, or is in his background, or is there, because you're kind of a city guy, you're from Gradzul, more or less, right? Are you sort of,
But-
yeah.
Gradzul and the Woods
And then-
North and the sailing. But
yeah.
I do have nature trained, and my
Okay.
assumption is it's mostly book training.
Roll a nature check.
Does this thing live in the jungle?
It does it does in this adventure.
I got
We
a
needed
9.
a better one than that.
What did you roll?
9.
9. You're not sure what this is, and you're not really looking at it as closely. He's describing it, but it's like, I don't. Maybe if you saw it, it might help.
Things.
I'll stop paddling.
Why don't we get a little closer?
We can just coast back down river
Yeah.
That's probably
towards
best.
it,
Maybe kind of sneak up on it.
Why don't we
Yeah,
just go
good
land on
idea.
the deck?
Why don't we just
check it out?
yell and ask it what it is? And then
Hey,
Byron will
guy,
yell at
where-
it. Hey,
What's your name?
what are you?
So what do you guys want to do?
Yelling at it from here.
How far away are we from it?
That's a
I
good
would
that's
say
a good first
that-
question.
Yep, you are approximately. Oh gosh, let's just say you're probably 50 to 60 feet away. You could get closer.
Yeah,
Obviously.
let's get like 30 feet away from it. What do you think, guys?
Byron is yelling at it as we make
Yeah,
that
I'm
decision.
yelling at it. What are you? Hey,
Okay.
hey,
All right.
what are you doing over there?
Okay. Let's do this.
Wait, what is that?
Everybody roll initiative. Everybody go ahead and roll. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on.
Are we fighting in the boat again?
Let me get you. I'm going to get you
No.
right here.
This is why you don't take Byron on jungle excursions.
This is beyond Saltmarsh. We have to get as much boat fighting in as we can. We haven't done enough of it.
You guys are currently right here. You got about 30 feet away. So everybody roll
dark.
initiative and don't look around because we're not
I
there
I
yet.
can't. It's really dark.
Can you see your tokens at least?
I can see my
token.
token, but it's all black other than that.
All right, go ahead. Perfect. Go ahead and roll initiative. Roll initiative.
Oh wow, 6.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
20.
There was 8, and we went, yes, we'll have some.
That thing goes slower than me.
I go fast.
You always
Wow.
go fast.
Yeah, you guys all go at 20 or above.
That's awesome.
I have advantage on initiative.
Future, you didn't want any of this bullshit.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to take a quick break. Yep, we're gonna do a bio break. We'll be back here in 13 minutes. Let's remind everybody who's watching to enter CZRPG into the chat so that you can be entered to win our giveaway tonight, which is a really cool adventure set in the. Oh shoot! I threw the. Oh, here it is.
You threw the copy away, and now you
It's
can't remember.
set in the Desert of Valor game setting. Christian and his team created, and it is called The Ultimate Trial Dunes. So go ahead and, CZRPG, just like that. Way to go, Dungeon Daddy
Sounds
Justin.
awesome.
You're entered to win. Pace Setter Sound is in the house, Sayasha. We're going to
What's
take
up,
a
guys?
13-minute break, and we will be right on back. Bye. And we're back, everybody. Hi. Hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping in.
Hello.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Let's get some insects buzzing. Yes, there are insects buzzing. Mosquitoes, you might say, of all shapes and sizes and leathery components. We have found ourselves in a situation where our team has decided to call out to some strange, unidentified, leathery winged, long proboscis. I don't know if you can say it that way, but I'm gonna creature. And we're gonna transition over to the map. Now, do you guys have eyes on this map here?
I'm looking at the map.
Okay.
All I see is darkness.
Darkness.
Pure
imprisoning
darkness.
me. All right. So
30.
Absolute horror. I cannot live. I cannot die.
let's see. I wonder why you guys don't have vision all of a sudden.
Is a lighting setting different here?
Yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll just go to...
Global illumination. Come on.
I don't like daylight mode because it gives away too much. So, but try not to scroll around too much outside of the immediate area that you're in, if you don't mind. How about that?
The dark god Orcus himself
Deal.
looming over us in the background?
Shh, shh.
I will zoom in to
It's actually an Orcus
60%.
mimic.
Joke's on you. That's who Orcus really is.
So you have called out Byron to this creature. In fact, there's two of them that are on a bundle of what you can now plainly see as you've gotten within 30 feet, roughly. You can see our dead bodies, blood in the sand along the pathway. It's sort of a sloped pathway that leads down to the dock, and they buzz and they take notice of you. And let's jump into the initiative order. I believe, Byron, you are first.
All right. In a panic, Byron's going to look around at his allies and be like, I didn't expect them to respond. And then he's going to reach into his fuzzy bag and he's going to whip out a fuzzy ball and he's going to
Throw it at him.
whip it as far as he can at the beach.
What did you think was going to happen?
Check
I
out
thought
my
they'd yell back and be like, hey,
fuzzy
how's it going? How you doing? What's up?
Fuzzy ball. Fuzzy ball. All right,
What
roll,
kind of
roll
fuzzy
for it.
ball?
A little embarrassed. I forgot.
It's fuzzy ball
It is a
time,
D8.
folks. We need a fuzzy ball emote when we reach that next
We
level.
really do.
Yeah.
We're maxed out at the number of emotes we can have.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird. Rolling. Oh, I'm rolling in Twitch. Oops. Three. A three is a.
Beak.
Is that a baboon?
I hope
It's
so.
always a baboon.
It's a baboon.
A baboon?
A baboon.
All right, baboon. Let's
Byron,
see.
A red-assed monkey.
And now where, Michael, you were breaking up pretty bad there. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
A joke about I don't know how I remember 3 as a baboon, but I can't unknow it.
I think
He
3.
always rolls it.
I think 2 is a baboon and 3 is a baboon. So, yeah.
That's right.
Interesting.
Byron,
Baboon.
where are you trying to aim for with the baboon?
So I'm aiming for land. So somewhere in
Sure.
around this way.
Just do a general dexterity roll for the throw.
Oh, scatter dice. We could bust out scatter dice.
Not a dexterity save though. Whoops. Wow, roll 20 is super slow right now.
That's that suspense modulator.
That's right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait. There it is.
21.
Ooh, yeah. So you can place it where you want it with that throw. So you want it right about
I'm
right
gonna-
about there.
Can I put it to the right 1 square,
Yep.
right
Right
next
there.
to the boat.
Okay.
Perfect. As a bonus action, I'll give it a mental command to attack the hell out of these weird bug things.
Okay. So it moves forward on your. Does it move and attack on the same round that it's dropped? I believe it does, doesn't it?
I don't know. I would be okay with that. I will
Okay.
move it,
Go right
and
ahead.
it will attack.
All right.
Baboon bite.
Is that the sound of a baboon?
Is now.
It does 2 piercing damage
2
if
piercing
it
damage.
hits with a 7.
A
If it hits
7.
with
7 does not hit.
All right,
Anything else, Byron?
that's what I got.
Okay.
How do I not have the
That brings
yeet?
us to Theo.
I thought I was maxed out.
I'm gonna let Chad finish that thought. Chad, are you done with that thought?
Yeah.
Okay. Theo's gonna whip the sword up and kind of hold it up, crucifix, and from the pommel is going to lob a pair of eldritch blasts at this front thing.
Okay.
Where the baboon is fighting. Let's see what we get. Does
First one
10 hit?
misses. First one misses.
Okay, let's see what we get on the second one.
These things are wily little buggers.
Jump around, nimbly pimbly.
See what we did there. Buggers.
24 hits out.
The second one hits, and you just the first shot misses, and it flies up, sort of hovers there, and you take aim and fire the second Eldritch Blast, and it just evaporates it, and it falls to the ground in pieces.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Rhunar.
Also, Andy, you have advantage. Somebody who shall remain nameless used the bits vantage for you earlier.
Nice.
Wait, did you do another one for him today?
I did one at the beginning of the session.
Oh, yeah.
100 bits.
I got that
And-
one. Okay.
And then I just advantage to Byron.
Yep, so it's Andy, me, and Dave all have advantage
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
1 advantage.
Yes, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, if you cheer 100 bits, you can designate an advantage roll to any of the players or myself, if you'd like.
Or if you have 10,000 channel points, which is actually what I just redeemed. I used 10,000 channel points to give Byron advantage.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know we had channel point ones.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I think they're new.
Yeah, we just
That
added
stuff
them.
is.
We added those for you specifically, Byron. You and Kyle, because you've been asking about them.
Yes!
All right, Rhunar, what's up, buddy? It's your turn. You're
You're
muted, though.
muted.
Nope.
Wow,
There
you
you
guys
go.
haven't been hearing me that whole time. Wow.
Nope.
Correct.
Nope. We know it
No
was good,
input.
whatever it was.
It was good.
Oh, he had a lot of thoughts.
So
Spit
much
it back out to us.
Color commentary that whole time. You guys missed it all. All right.
We're ready
anyways.
now.
Anyways.
Yep. Hit us
Story
with
of
the
my life.
with
Longbow.
some-
Pulling it
Yeah.
out.
All right.
And I'm going to take a sharpshooter shot at this guy next to this guy.
Okay.
Why can't I click? Anyways, here we go.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Does that
You guys watch as Rhunar kind of stands up, balances in the boat, pulls his longbow string back and releases it, and the arrow just flies right into this thing's proboscis and just shreds it in half. And it falls to the ground in a heap. Nice shot.
Let's see.
That's how it's done.
I can probably see the other ones. Well, maybe not,
That
Dave.
out?
I think you'll need my Can I see? I mean, if I zoom out on the map, which you said you didn't want us to do, but I have range on this other one back in the back.
Roll a perception check real quick. Let's let the
Okay.
dice decide if you can see. It
Okay.
is up on a hill over a rise, so it might be a little difficult, but we'll see.
I'm on a boat.
Oh, I had advantage on still. Did I have it? No. Why did I
You
roll
didn't.
2 dice?
It looks like you did, but
You do not. You
roll
do not
20.
see it. You do not
Let's
see
roll 20 being
that
weird.
that additional creature up on the hill.
All right. So with that, I will run, or actually, I'll just jump. Right there.
Okay.
you can
Everybody-
jump 30 feet.
Everybody in the boat make a dexterity save, please.
Because I
He
rocked the
can-
boat
He can jump 30 feet.
with my boots.
Team deck save.
Wait, 13.
And 13.
13, and let's see, dexterity save from Danvirius. Oh shit, Danvirius, as you jump out, Rhunar, you put a bunch of pressure on the boat and it rocks back and forth. And Danvirius was not expecting that. He doesn't know your abilities, to that extent. He had no idea you were gonna jump, and so he actually falls into the river.
It's not a very marine thing to do.
Oh shit! You might want to get out.
I
There's
just-
places-
I
The rest of you
literally
kind of
just
hold
stormed
onto the
beach.
gunnel. You guys hold onto the gunnel as the boat rocks back and forth.
We're
Anything
sky
else,
high.
Rhunar?
I literally sent artillery and then stormed the beach. That's pretty marine.
Yeah, but you didn't get wet.
I'm Rhunar Dick. I don't want. I'm the captain now. I can't get wet.
Rhunar doesn't get wet.
I'm just
Water
kidding.
gets Rhunar.
No, that's the end of my turn. Sorry.
All right. So Danvirius is going to swim
And,
to
and
shore,
overboard.
Sure, he can swim.
and he makes it half his movement to the beach, and he starts coming up out of the beach. Thanks a lot. Jesus. And he pulls his what does he have?
Keep you on your toes.
Yeah, he pulls out his short sword, and he will take the dodge action.
Nice.
Tenoch.
I will pilot our boat. I will row the boat up to the dock.
All right. Roll a
Athletics roll?
Yeah, roll an athletics check to paddle.
9.
It's not the best. It's tough.
It's still going like this.
It's shaking a little bit, and you kind of stumble as you get into the seat that Danvirius was in, where he got ejected. But you are able to move the boat a little bit, I will say. Let me see if I can
Alright.
grab the boat here, and all of you. There we go. You get right up to almost to the beach.
Oh, I was trying to go to the dock, but I guess that works if I'm not rolling great.
Well, and the current is flowing from right to left.
Oh, good call.
So you
good
get
call.
pushed
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
tie off
from
the
it.
boat.
Yep, you're not quite to
Yeah.
the dock. All right, that's your turn. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Tenoch? Bonus action or movement?
Nope.
Okay. Brings us to the strange-looking mosquito-like creatures who have a lot of movement. You see one fly forward, Rhunar. Now you catch a glimpse of it as it flies over the hill, and it kind of disappears in the trees. Oh. And let's see. A lot of that.
Whoa, they multiplied.
And then
They
there are two more
Spontaneously
that
split
come
like
your
amoebas.
way. Actually, no, he's gonna go.
Wow.
And they are
Stop it.
going to attempt to bite you with their blood drain ability. The first one.
Blood drain ability, they can only be one thing.
10
Vampire.
misses. The first one
Vampires.
misses.
Brute bats.
And the second one misses with a 9.
Chupacabras.
That brings us to
Chupacabras.
top of the order, Byron.
The
That's
goat
what a
sucker.
chupacabra
All right, so I see these 2 insect things flying around Rhunar.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to command the baboon to attack this close one with a bonus action, and then I'm going to throw another fuzzy ball.
Okay. I love it.
Pack tactics.
I can't wait until he throws enough fuzzy balls that the baboon just turns into a swarm of baboons.
Hmm.
Ooh, 5.
I throw a black bear.
I like how
Nice.
fuzzy balls are your ranged attack. That's pretty sweet.
It is cool. Let's see. Black bear. Do we have that? Where is that?
I don't know if we have that on my sheet yet.
I can.
Black
Oh,
bear. There we go. Where do you want it?
Oh, I do have one. I'm gonna throw it pretty much right next to Rhunar. Right here.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
And then the baboon will move the 5 feet over and attempt to bite this thing.
Do you have access to the black bear and the baboon?
I have access to both, yes.
Okay, good. All right. So go ahead and roll an attack with the baboon.
Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting to turn that off. He would technically have advantage, right? Because Runar's on the other side.
He would.
But an 18. Does an 18 hit?
It sure does.
I'm good with that. For 3 piercing damage.
Yeah, the baboon just kind of jumps up and grabs it in its hand and brings it down and bites its head off and spits it out. Didn't like the taste too much. It is dead.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
If they
Go
get 3 hit
baboon.
points.
That's the first time that thing's ever hit anything. Super happy I have a baboon again, by the way. I missed my one from, not from Monberg, from Cyber. And that's all I got.
Okay. Let's
Never
see.
say-
Brings us to Theo.
Never say you only have baboon. Baboon is all. He was going to move up to the front of the boat and shoot this other guy next to Rhunar and the black bear with 2 more Eldritch blasts.
All right.
Good old Eldritch Blast.
One to hit, 4 damage, 4 damage.
Yeah. It is blasted out of the air. It is also dead.
Do I see the second one kind of in the trees from here?
Roll a perception check. You do not.
Well, then just scream Eldritch Blast like it's in a bad Texan accent, and that's all I've got.
All right. Rhunar, you're watching these things drop around you out of the air.
I like it. Right. I'd like to take another jump. Well, actually, I'm gonna put my bow. I'm gonna stow my bow, and I'm gonna jump here.
I will
And-
say that I need you to make.
Or can I jump over those trees?
You can try. Roll an athletics check for me.
Okay.
There's a lot of vegetation in the way.
10.
You do not get through. You kind of get
Oh.
stuck right about here.
Okay.
But you still have
Um,
movement. You just can't jump that far.
It's like when you throw your frisbee into a tree.
Yep.
Okay, so I gotta figure out how far I did move.
20 feet.
So I'll move up here. Can I pull my sword? Or do I have to do that as part of an attack?
You could use your free action interact with an object to stow your bow.
That's
And
what I
then-
did already.
Oh, you already did that?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it would take your action to pull your sword.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Danverius is going to step out of the water. And he is going to try to help tie off the boat.
Nice.
Theo, throw me the line, yeah? And,
Yeah. Sorry. Grabs the line and tosses it to him.
and he'll use his action to tie off the boat and kind of pull it in to the dock with you guys as well. Tenoch.
Wow. So much lag going on. I am going to. Oh. I'm going to do that. Oop. Oop. Oh. Oop. There we go. I will. I'll just jump down 5, 10, 15, and cast mage armor on
All right.
myself.
All right, that's your turn. There is a flyer here. And one here. That's going to come over to Rhunar and try to bite you with its proboscis. Oh,
He's gonna bite
15.
you.
I'm guessing that misses.
That does miss.
Okay. Oh, and there is also. All right, that's their movement and their actions. Byron, back to you.
All right.
Top of the order,
Byron.
huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can see this thing. It's through the trees. I'll make a perception check if you'll let me.
I will let you. Absolutely.
23.
Yes, you see it. You get a good
All
view
right.
of it as it's kind of buzzing in and out of the branches coming your way.
I will command the black bear to attack that one because I feel like it will have no trouble getting through these trees. And the baboon will move of its own accord, so it'll temporarily be wild. It'll act on its own volition.
Okay.
boy.
So the bear will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nice.
And I will attempt to take a. Well, first it will be a bite attack, and then it will be a claw attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I gotta turn that off.
Yes. The bite. It reaches out and bites this creature, and in one gulp, it just starts to gnash at it with its teeth and kills it.
Sweet. As a. Actually, that's all. Oh wait, no wait. Bonus action is command. As my action, I will move 5, 10, 15, try and sneak by Theo, 20, 25, 30 onto the docks.
Mm-hmm.
I see you. Sorry.
And then I'll look at Theo and I'll say, "Did you see Rhunar use something other than his scimitars? It's all those weapons are finally being used.
Uh-huh.
Did you not see through that dagger? Well, never mind. Get that later.
All of them.
That's all I got.
All right. Theo, what's your dex score?
Like 10 million. Hold on.
Wow.
It's got to be slightly
15
lower than
total.
What's the bonus on that?
15?
Only three. Only three. It
4.
turns out.
Plus
The
20.
diminishing returns at a certain point.
Plus 20.
Yes, 15.
All right, it is your turn.
That would be
Well,
insane.
I'm gonna hop into the other boat and fire an eldritch blast at this lone flappy thingy with a probisky.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a definite
21,
hit, and it also happens to be a definite kill.
Splat.
Racking
drop-
them up.
Drops from the sky.
And do I have line of sight to that other one past Rhunar?
Let's see.
Just lob one over me.
A Rhunar.
Roll
Rhunar
a,
dag.
let's see. What was your?
Rhunar.
Did you roll a perception check earlier?
I did.
Or not?
It was shit, so I don't see it.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see it.
Hey,
That's
Rhunar.
And just kind of wait, and I'm sure Rhunar will figure it out.
Oh, is it my turn next?
Not quite. All right.
Ooh.
Give me a sec here.
Hey, Rhunar. I'm gonna say that all night.
No, don't say that all night. All right.
Yeah.
Rhunar, as you look forward to scan an arrow comes flying towards you, 19 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
Hits you dead center in the chest for 10 piercing damage. And your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of whoever hit you with the arrows next turn.
What?
Let's see. A second
Oh,
shot
shit.
comes flying from the same area. A 21 to hit this time for 5 piercing damage.
All right.
Then there is another round of shots, a longbow shot at the baboon.
Oh no.
15 to hit. Byron?
Almost positive that hits.
Oh no.
The baboon is
baboon.
unkillable.
7
Oh, I was
piercing
It's only got
damage.
3 HP too.
Dave, I was taking the
It's
dodge
dead.
action over there. Sorry.
All right, let me re-roll. Let me roll the disadvantage real quick. 7 damage though to the baboon. So for the first
It's dead.
one,
Oh, sweet,
going
sweet
to
baboon
be
prince.
a 14 to hit
That misses.
and a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
So,
So
you
do
do,
I still
you do
take
take
the-
the 5. You take the 5
Okay.
piercing damage.
What was the damage on the first one so I can add it back?
It was
10.
10.
10. Okay.
Yep. So the baboon goes down.
Yep.
Okay. Let me mark another X. Marks the spot. And then a shot comes flying at you,
Okay.
Byron.
Feet.
Good job remembering that, by the way. Rhunar, that was good. 13 to hit you, Byron.
Misses.
Okay. An arrow goes flying past you and into the jungle behind you, but there are 2 more shots that come from the trees. The first one at Byron, a 21 to hit for only 3 piercing damage, but your speed is reduced by 10
Yep.
feet. And the second shot
Okay.
at you as well as you're standing on the dock, only a 15 to hit.
That misses as well.
Okay,
So-
so the
So many
The
arrows.
third arrow misses. That now brings us to Rhunar. Rhunar, you've got an arrow stuck in your chest.
Can I tell which direction it came from?
Absolutely, it came from up the hill towards this building right here, if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see this guy right here, right?
Roll a perception check.
Perception, sorry. 16.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna pull my longbow again.
Okay.
I just
And-
put you away. I'm gonna
I
get you
know.
back out. You're my
I know.
favorite longbow.
I thought about it earlier, but I realized it was probably a mistake. And
So
I will try
free
to.
action to sheath your sword.
I
and
never
then-
pulled my sword.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get around to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull back out your bow.
Because it would have been an action. That's why I
Yep.
took the dodge.
Yep,
So I
yep.
opted to take the dodge instead of the action.
Absolutely.
So I will redraw my bow and take a shot at this guy.
Okay. Smart.
I'll go sharpshooter on that as well.
Okay. He does have the benefit of some cover around the corner of that building.
Sharpshooter negates cover, right?
You tell me. I don't know.
Pretty sure it does.
Oh shit, yeah, it does.
Ignores
Range
half cover
weapon
and 3
attacks.
rings. Yep, you are correct, sir.
All right.
That's going to be helpful.
I'm going to use my advantage on this roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Oof.
23 minus 5
So 18 to hit. That does hit.
for 23 piercing.
You see just the slight exposure of this creature at the corner where the arrow came from, and you sight it in, expertly launch the bow, and it flies right into its face. And you just watch almost like slow motion as it just falls to the ground and drops into a heap.
Like those sniper videos. You just see a little
Exact-
spray of blood.
You kind of follow the arrow as it goes in, and
Yeah.
then
All right, extra attack. I'm going to shoot for this other guy I see over here.
okay.
No longer have advantage on that, but I'm going to try sharpshooter again.
All right.
Oh, that's not going to do it.
No, it doesn't. It
Damn.
misses.
Okay.
Wow.
Anything else?
That's my 2 attacks, so that's it. Oh, actually, I'm going to take my movement to what's this object right next to me? Why can't I select it? Is this like a stump right next to me?
There's a tree stump right there to your right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just go boom, boom, and kneel down behind the tree stump.
Okay.
Get a little cover.
Sure. All right. Danvarius is going to, now that he's got the boat tied up, he's going to move out of this area. And he is going to take the dodge action as he crouches down behind the cover of these trees. Tenoch.
To my left is like where that tree is.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a little like this here? Like is that like a little like dip?
Yeah, there's like a little basin like against the shoreline. And then there's
Okay.
a slight little ridge, probably like 2 to 2.5 feet of kind of dirt, almost maybe where the high water mark comes up to at times.
Okay. I'm going to double check. Oh yeah, 25-foot movement. I'm going to kind of run, I guess, low. I mean, I am a small individual, but I'm going to run like, ducked over
Mm-hmm.
in that manner. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Kind of down along this, like down in this low spot.
Okay.
And then I will use my action to run again. 5, 10,
The
15,
dash.
20, 25.
All right. Bonus action or anything?
No.
All right. Let's see. That brings us to... I think there's only one of these flyers left. Indeed. It's gonna go after the bear. Oh, natural 20 on the bear for only 6 piercing damage.
No.
It survived.
It sucks 10 years of his life away.
Yep. However, it attaches to the bear. And begins to suck the blood out of it.
The next time we see him, he'll be a polar bear.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
Byron.
All right. On my turn, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, kind of using Danvarius for cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use a bonus action to command the bear to find and slaughter my enemies.
Okay.
Let me just adjust its life points real quick. Perfect. And then I'm going to reach into my bag, and I'm going to pull out another fuzzy ball.
He's not even going to own a rapier anymore. He's just going to pull out more balls.
It's his ranged attack.
Yeah. Well, you have a limited number of them, I believe.
I get 3 per sun,
Yeah.
for 3 per day, basically.
It's a great magic item. It's coming
Yeah.
very handy. So what do we get this
so
time?
I got an ape this time.
An ape.
An ape.
A great ape.
Rape ape.
Not just an ape.
Silverback gorilla.
You summoned the rock?
I summoned the rock.
Finally, the rock has
You-
come back to
you threw it.
Cyber.
You threw it right next to yourself?
John Cena. No, I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it as far as I can, which is 20 feet.
Wait, is that your ape token?
I love it.
Oh.
I was like, is there a zombie there fighting Byron?
All right, Byron.
That's
Anything
the
else?
scariest ape I've ever seen.
And then what? My bear will do his movement. So first of all, if my bear will have to make a perception check. I'm assuming to find the nearest enemy.
Yep.
No, there's one right on it, right?
It's on his back.
It's on
Yeah.
him.
Literally sucking
Oh.
the life out
Oh,
of him.
you're right.
Attack that guy.
It will attempt to bite the one that is sucking on it.
It will be with disadvantage.
Very good.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
I keep forgetting to turn off sneak and dueling.
That would have been some sweet sneak attack, though.
Yeah, that's a miss. Anything else, Byron?
It will also make a claw attack at the one that's on it.
Okay. Also with disadvantage.
You could just set up a separate attack as your sneak attack.
Ooh,
That
nice.
will hit. That will
Ooh.
hit. And
For
it
6
for
slashes.
six.
slashes through it and kills it.
Nice.
Just like
Anything else?
pulls it off.
That is all it's got.
Okay. Theo.
Yeah, I made separate attacks, but the dueling style and the sneak attack are toggles. So if I forget to toggle them off, they automatically happen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that my turn, oh Dave of Daves?
Yes, sir.
All right. Theo's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then dash again for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And duck around the corner of the house for a bit of cover.
As you dashed forward, you saw 2 gnolls hidden in the trees with bows.
What dicks?
Knolls.
In that case, Theo is going to just make an arcane gesture at the one to the furthest right there.
Mhm.
And a band of glowing glyphs will erupt around his hand for a second, clench his fist, and then it appears around the other one like a strange halo and cast Hex on that motherfucker.
You got it.
At 4th level, and I'm going to Hex his strength score.
Okay.
And
That brings us to the gnolls. You hear them start barking. And they call out, and you hear in the distance a return call. And they are going to... This one is going to move. Gets right here. It's going to take a shot
that's cool.
at... Who can it see? I guess it sees Rhunar the easiest, so it's going to take a shot at Rhunar with its longbow. Seven is going to miss. It's going to fire a second shot. $18?
Do I have cover behind that stump? Because I did say that I kind of got down.
Yeah, I would
behind it.
say you probably have half cover, so that adds 2 to your AC.
So no, that does not hit.
Okay, and he's going to finish out his movement by going behind here. The other one is going to step out and take 2 shots at, it looks like the ape. First one, 17 to hit the ape for 4 damage.
That hits.
And second shot at the ape is going to miss with a 6. And that brings us to Rhunar. Oh, he's actually
Rhunar.
also going to move back behind there.
Ooh, that crafty bastard. All right. Which way to go?
Which way to go, indeed.
Okay, I'm gonna move up. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take the dash. All right. Yeah, I'll take the dash and go. Actually, no, I'm gonna hold here and take the dodge action.
Okay. So you're standing right on top of an old campfire, just FYI. It's not burning.
It's
but
not
you're
burning. Okay.
No. But you're standing in the ashes. All right, that
Okay.
brings us to Danvirius. He is going to skulk around this way,
That skulky bastard.
and he's going to be taking the hide action. Tenoch.
This kind of peeking up a bit. This building right in front of me. Is that one's up on stilts as well?
All of them are, yeah.
But this one doesn't appear to have a deck around it at all.
It doesn't.
Okay. And how high up is the stilty bits?
They're 5 feet up off the ground.
I want to try to climb up it to the top, or
To
as
the-
high as I can, I guess.
I'm sorry, climb up the hut, or climb up this hill here that's in
Yes.
front of you.
I mean both.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna move up the hill and start climbing up the side of the hut.
Yeah, for sure. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Acrobatics.
Are you proficient in acrobatics by any chance?
No, I'm
Okay.
proficient in athletics as
Okay.
a jungle man.
Oh, you know what? It's a climb. I meant athletics, and I said acrobatics. So, what did you roll? You rolled a 9. So just add your athletics bonus to that.
So 16. 16. man.
Yeah, you are able to climb up to the top, and that's all your movement.
Sweet. I'll just yeah. That sounds good.
Okay.
What am I able to see?
As you get up on top of that hut, you look out and you had heard the callback to the gnolls, right? And you see over here across the pathway, you see additional gnoll hunters emerge from the trees, and that's the main thing you see. Roll a perception check for me. That's the obvious thing. Let's put it that way. Hey, Lord Gazumba's clan's here. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
We're
Woohoo!
murdering gnolls.
Perception.
It's a gnoll fight.
Join us in our slaughter.
Gnolls 13.
You also see a larger gnoll that's hidden around the corner of this building over here. If I can,
Okay.
let's see if I can actually give you a ping. Nope, I can't give you a ping for whatever reason. I don't know why. There we go.
That's where the larger gnoll is.
Yep.
I will kind of I'm gonna like get down on my belly. I don't want to be seen up here.
Okay.
I guess I'm a little small guy.
But you're
I
gonna go
will I will use my silent speech ability to for the first time to send a telepathic message to Rhunar and say I will say there's 5 more to the left and there's a larger gnoll in front of you. In your mind.
You hear that in your mind, Rhunar, as he communicates with you. All right. Let's see. These guys are dead. Byron, that comes to the top of the order. And it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of keep Dan various between me and them. As a bonus action, I'll tell the ape to attack my enemies.
Okay.
So the ape and the black bear will both start moving on my enemies. The black bear, does he need a perception check to find my enemies?
He would.
Okay, he has advantage on smell perception.
All right.
Who does?
Would he have that?
I'll allow it for sure. So yeah,
That's just
do
barely
it.
believable.
Fuck
There is an aroma for sure. Knolls give off a sense.
So 15.
Yeah. 15. He smells the stench of the creatures that have emerged from the trees, and the most obvious one is going to be the one that he smells strongest is going to be over in this direction.
All right, he's going to beeline that way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's his movement.
Okay.
The ape will also need to do a perception check, I'm assuming.
So many animals.
No, the ape would have seen these fellas over here on the corner of this building.
Perfect. He has 30 feet of movement. I don't have control of the ape, for the record.
Oh, you don't? All right.
Control the ape. The ape is his own person.
I should have grabbed a rock. Damn it.
I understand they're everywhere outside.
I'm on a roof.
You're outside. There's a rock.
You are on a roof. Look at you.
I'm on a roof.
First you're on a boat, now you're on a roof. Think of where you'll be tomorrow.
Sweet, got him.
You should have
5,
access
10,
now.
15, 20, 25, 30. That's his movement. And I still haven't used my actual action, which I will I will draw my dagger.
Okay.
Finally.
Brings us to Theo.
Pertinent questions. You said all these buildings are like 5 foot tall, 5 foot high stilt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roughly. They're not
Roughly.
all equal, but yeah, they're about 3 to 5 feet off the ground.
So I can see the guys in the back just by kind of ducking down a little bit.
Most likely, yes. You'd be able to see their legs for sure. They're crouched behind it.
That is all the line of sight I need. As Theo just gets into a really low stance, just the packed blade comes up in a really high thing. He narrows his eyes at the one he has hexed,
Mm-hmm.
and he will hold on. As a bonus action, he will Relentless Hex, so he disappears in a flash of blue light and reappears behind that hexed knoll, and the sword just comes down at it.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
It's like fucking Ninja Gaiden.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that'll hit.
That's
You
18 points.
carve into the back of him, and he just howls in pain. Arr!
And since he seems to be still going, the blade just makes a spiral overhead and comes back down the other way.
Hell yeah.
For 18 more points of damage.
Yeah, you cut him right in half, and the top half just falls into the vegetation below.
At which point Theo will then kind of circle around a bit so he can, have a little bit of distance between himself and anything happening over here, and that's the end of his turn.
You do have a bonus action.
So the bonus action was to move.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that relentless hex.
Oh.
Bonus action, teleport 30 feet.
Okay, got it. All right.
Sick.
That brings us to the gnolls. All right. So the gnoll that's right next to you moves towards you. And it kind of flanks around you. And is going to attack you with a bite.
Dave, is this payback for attacking you with undead gnolls?
I'm guessing a 10 misses.
You would be correct.
All right. And as you watch, a second gnoll comes around the corner here.
Ah, man.
And
Wanted
moves
that
into
gnoll to be over
position
here.
with a glaive.
A glaive?
Yeah.
That's a big boy. That's a big gnolly boy.
Yeah, he is a rather large gnoll, a little bit bigger than the other ones, and he comes up to you with this glaive, and he's going to swing it in your direction with advantage. That's a natural 20.
Oh no!
No.
Oh no!
Ah.
That is 12
nat
slash
20s.
in,
Oh,
and
You're all right.
swings a second time.
and I suppose I can't see him.
Not well. 14, I think, misses.
It does.
Okay, so he misses with the second swing.
Yeah, this other building is probably blocking my line of sight.
It is blocking your line of sight, but as you're watching, you see these gnolls on the side move in. So 5, 10, about there. 30. Comes around the corner, and this one is going to take 2 shots with its longbow at Rhunar.
I have the dodge action going, just
Okay,
FYI.
so it'll be at disadvantage.
Yep.
Didn't roll at disadvantage.
Come on.
An 18 is the disadvantage roll for
Wow.
5 piercing damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of its next turn. And it is going to
Okay.
shoot again.
Oh wait, I was at 79. So 5, you said?
Yes, sir.
79.
The Knoll attack.
So many.
That's a natural 1. The second arrow snaps as the bow releases it and falls to the ground in front of the Knoll.
Those are not known for the craftsmanship.
No.
Only in crafting other gnolls.
This one is going to have a good view at you here. It's going to take 2 shots at you, Rhunar, with its longbow. Disadvantage because you took the dodge action.
Rhunar,
A 19 for 3 piercing.
really,
And,
really using that tank.
Oops.
Well, the tank is getting hit right now for sure.
The tank is supposed to get hit.
All right.
That's only a 7. The
Tank's
second one misses.
All right.
And then we've got...
These guys all have bows.
What is that, boy?
It's just
You see this huge... Oh, hold on, guys. A lot of crosstalk here. You
sorry.
see as a large knoll with this strange, almost like I guess it's a flail, but the flail is almost as if it's floating in the air, and you can see that on the end of each one of the pieces of the flail are these skulls that have spikes protruding out from them and red eyes almost smoking from the eyes of the skulls on the end of this flail. And
I don't have one of those yet.
he gives out a command that you don't know what it is.
What the fuck is going on in this swamp?
I know.
bad fucking things, yo.
Move in there. That brings us to the end of their advance. Rhunar.
Oh boy. All right, I'm going to.
Thanks for the follow, Morpheus. Appreciate it.
Morpheus.
Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Just as a FYI to those folks that are in the chat, we are doing a giveaway at the end of the stream about 10 o'clock. If you enter CZRPG into the chat, you'll be entered to win a really cool adventure in this custom campaign setting that our sponsor created. It's cool, so check it out. Rhunar, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and shoot this.
The one that's on the right of Theo.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna go for that one next to Theo up
Okay.
there.
go right ahead.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna go sharpshooter,
Okay,
longbow,
Come on.
20 minus 5, 15
it
to
hits.
hit
Yep.
for 19 piercing.
You hit it hard, and he reacts with the sort of a flinch as it hits him right in the chest. He looks over at you and just barks at you.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
I will shoot him again.
Okay,
Did I just get 1 advantage from the crowd or 2
1.
this game?
Just one.
Just 1? All right. I will I'll try to sharpshooter him again. Longbow. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
12 minus 5. I'm gonna expend a superiority dice to try to use let's see, precision attack
Okay,
Ooh.
to add to my attack roll.
got it.
Here we are.
Come on, big money.
Oh,
Doesn't
No.
quite make it. It misses.
all right. I'm going to use the rest of my movement to go up here and kind of try to duck behind the corner a little bit, see if I can get a little cover from these guys over here.
Okay, got it. That brings
At
us
the, at the
to...
hut that Tenoch's on to try to hide from those guys.
Sure, makes sense. All right, so that brings us to Dan Virius. He's going to continue to move forward. Right here, and he is going to actually sheath his short sword, and he's going to pull out. He has a longbow. He's going to pull out his longbow and get ready to fire it next round. That brings us to Tenoch. You are currently prone on the top of this hut.
So I would like to ask a question. I have this spell,
Mm-hmm.
catapult,
Okay.
right? Talk to me about the state of the soil around these stumps.
Well, this
Like,
is
would
a-
I be
this
able
is a
to? Would I be able to pull? Would I know if I feel like I would know if I could or could not catapult like a stump out of the ground.
How would you know?
I mean, I've used this. I mean, I've used the spell before.
Okay.
You know.
Roll a nature check.
All right.
The stones are on the fireplace.
Yeah, I know. There are stones there. And now that I see them.
Flappy things probably only weighed 1 to 5 pounds.
Sorry.
Ooh, natural 20.
You can see
Sure,
a
you
stump.
probably see him now.
Yeah, he does. He sees a stump that would work perfectly for this.
How much of this guy with the flail can I see? Like, do I have any line of sight on him given my position?
You do not.
I would like to. Which stump do I think I could catapult?
This one right here.
Okay. All right. I don't like that. I am going.
It's a sweet spell.
I know.
I love catapult.
I don't know if I can. The hard part is I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of move over here
Mm-hmm.
to see if I can. Am I able to get a little bit better eyeball on this guy?
No.
No, I'd have to move.
You, at this
Closer.
point, you think you'd have to drop down. He's underneath
Oh, okay.
somewhere.
Oh, he's
Out
underneath.
of view. Yep,
Okay.
he's out of view.
Can I drop down?
Yeah, you have movement.
All right, I'll drop down.
Okay.
I would like to catapult that stump or whatever object I guess I can find, and I will use a. Yeah, I'll use a 4th level spell slot on it. Which will get me a 25-pound object.
Okay.
And with a lot of d8s. And I want to catapult it into that guy.
All right. So let's see. It's a saving throw attack?
It'll
So
be
he
a dex saving throw, and I would like him to roll a 2, please.
I forget about divination wizard.
Divination wizards are here to fuck your
Ooh.
day up.
Oh.
What? Sorry.
I'm using my portent ability to assign him the 2 that I rolled
Got
for
it.
his dexterity saving
So
throw.
roll damage.
All right. So I roll 6d8.
Nice.
Here's the first 5,
Okay.
and
Wow.
here's
Oh
one more.
my
Yes.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
Wow.
Up
shit.
damage.
That is amazing.
Whoa.
4 8.
That's amazing. So
4 8s?
basically what happens is the
The
stump
best
gets
the spell can do. Sorry.
Excuse me for a minute, Andy. You watch as the stump gets pulled out of the ground, and actually it gets catapulted underneath the stilted area, smacks him right in the legs, knocking one of his legs out and like almost breaking it. That's massive damage. Wow. All right. Sweet.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of eights.
I'm gonna
Anything
die
else?
now. Do I have any movement left?
You have 10 feet of movement left.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna like toss myself back down this ravine.
Okay.
Do a little hiding.
Byron.
Ah,
All right. Got my dagger
holy
out.
shit.
First thing that's going to happen, the bear's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Claw and bite this guy.
Nice.
Bite first.
That
16
hits.
to hit
Yep.
for 8 piercing.
Okay.
And if it's still standing,
Oh yeah.
the bear is pissed. It's going to slash it with its claws.
That'll
19?
also hit.
For
Nice.
5 slashing damage.
All right.
Next thing that's going to happen, my ape is going to move north 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
And it is going to attempt to, I think, melee. Let me just double check. Yep, melee attack it.
Okay.
For bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty.
Oh, that Byron has become a controller.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? He's got these multiple attacks now.
That's the only way I can get multiple attacks.
I know.
7 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
All right, and then myself, I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash for another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll be right there.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right, Theo.
As a bonus action, Theo is going to kind of just point the sword at the dead guy. That circle of glowing runes appears for a second and just whips around the big guy next to him. Thus
On the
moving
left there?
hex. Yep.
Okay.
The gentleman with the glaive, thus hexing him instead. And then Theo's going to take a couple of big old swings at him.
Okay.
I think a 28 hit.
That is
Yeah.
definitely gonna hit.
That's 22 points. And here comes the next one.
— 16?
Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
15 more
Nice.
points.
Nice. All right. He's up. He looks injured though. That's for damn sure.
He's certainly not happy.
No, not happy. Anything else from Theo?
No. Actually, yes. Theo is going to move 5 feet over. He's staying in the threatened space, so he doesn't take any attacks of opportunity, but he's going to take care of that pesky advantage, hopefully.
Okay. That brings us to the Knolls. Tenoch, the one that you hit with for massive damage is gonna start chasing after you.
Good. Wait. Good.
No.
Wait. Yes.
30. And you watch as he's walking towards you. He's limping a little bit for sure, but he's
Yeah.
swinging this flail at you. And let's see.
Uh,
Oh, wow. Okay. First attack. A 14.
no.
All right, he misses with the first attack. Second attack. $19.
Yes.
6 bludgeoning damage as it smashes into you, and then you feel this searing pain in your head as you take 15 psychic damage.
Ow.
And then a third attack. $27 is going to hit.
Yeah.
13 bludgeoning as the third skull slams into you, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Okay. How about a
you-
21?
You make it. You are not paralyzed.
Oh,
That's good.
that's good.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. All right. So then we have a couple more of these fellas.
Ow.
They are going to gang up on this bear.
That poor bear.
Let's see. First attack with these guys are carrying. Oh, they were shooting arrows, so they're gonna have to bite. First
That's
one
not
is
bad.
with advantage.
Bear's like, bite me.
18 for 5 piercing.
That hits.
Second attack. Advantage. 20 for 5 piercing. The other one is going to bite. Advantage. 21 for 4. He goes down. The poor bear
It's
goes
dead.
down. Yep.
That poor bear.
Oh, bear.
And then the one that it was just biting is going to move 5. Kind of around the corner here. He's going to follow, but he doesn't quite get there. And this one is going to use the rest of its movement to follow. Right there. And then we'll go over to Theo. The one with the glaive is going to take an attack at you.
Probably very angry.
Yeah, he's not happy. $12 is not going to hit with the first
Well,
attack.
not.
15 Mm-mm.
Does not hit either.
Does not hit, luckily. And then we've got this other one here who is sees this ape coming at it, swinging, is going to actually try to defend itself from the ape. Where is it? There we go. A bite. And a bite. 11 to hit on the first one, and a 22 to hit on the second one.
The 11 misses, the 22 hits.
So 6 piercing damage as it bites into the ape.
In response to that,
And-
I will hit the knoll
I
Okay.
would also
with my
do that
sentinel.
sentinel after you, my friend.
Ah, very good.
So polite. The most polite sentinels on the battlefield.
I'll look at Theo and I'll be like, and I'll hit him.
After you. No, after
No,
I
you.
insist.
Allow me. I'll
Yeah.
stab it with a 19 for 19 damage.
Yep, you take a swing at it and you kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I do not use my reaction.
All right. Brings us to Rhunar.
All right. I'm just kind of scanning the battlefield. I'm trying to figure out who needs help. Where's my wizard? Can I see my wizard? Can I see Tenoch?
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
He's no longer on the roof.
I am not.
Oh, disadvantage. Sorry. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. Come on now. 19.
Hey, I mean, that's still really good.
You don't see him, but you saw that he dropped off the rooftop, so you can sort of surmise where he is based on that, but you do not
Okay.
see him.
Does he see that big dude over here?
No.
So I'm gonna seeing that Byron behind me. Byron is helping Theo. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Body system.
and I'm gonna take a shot. I can see this guy now, right?
Now you can, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Okay.
Longbow, sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Oops.
Nope,
I had disadvantage on.
it misses.
Okay. For my extra attack, I'll try again.
Oh, go for it.
Longbow, sharpshooter. Let me think just real quick. Sorry, I need to read something real quick. Sorry.
Is it that you have a bunch of healing potions that you will give me?
I'm on my way. All right, I'm gonna
All
try
right.
to.
I'm on my way.
Yep. I'm not gonna sharpshooter him this time. I'm
Okay.
gonna just longbow attack.
Misses.
God damn it. Rhunar, dig!
Anything
Son
else,
of a-
Rhunar?
Nope, that's it. That's all I got. Unfortunately.
All right, Danverius' turn. 5, 10, 15.
Captain of the bad shot.
I had some plans, man. I had some plans if I hit.
All right, Danverius is going to fire at the knoll he can
Make him
see.
drop that flail.
Mm. Oh, that would have been sweet.
I can disarm.
Then I could have catapulted his flail into him.
He hits. 10.
We need to do that. We need to do that a lot.
I'll try again.
Disarm, catapult.
Second shot. I think that misses. Yep, that misses. He misses with the second shot. All right, that brings us to Tenoch. This guy's breathing down on you, swinging this flail.
No shit.
Disengage.
Well, yeah.
Easy
like,
on the metagaming, guys.
Sorry.
Seriously.
I have some options, a bunch of different things I can do.
He knows
Many
how
of
to
them
play.
will probably still see me dead. But I think I will look at this creature. I don't really think I've probably ever seen anything like this guy. And I will say, your presence is a blight upon this land, and its spirits will wreak vengeance on you. And I will cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay. Nice.
Sadly, only as a 3rd level spell. Because it doesn't do anything until 5th level again. Do
That's
I
a
want to use a
sweet
4th
spell.
level spell? I can do 4th. Oh no, two slots above 3rd. So just a 3rd level spell. And I will summon the spirits of these dead villagers or whoever these dudes were, who've been killed here. And they will gather around, and I'm gonna punch this dude.
In the fucking face.
Punch him.
All right.
What Rhunar Dig would do.
What Irin would do.
That's
Mhm.
right. Sadly, I won't be able to bonus action grapple him, but I will punch him. Oh fuck!
He bashes your fist out of the way with his free hand.
I knew I should have given myself a 10. And I cannot do that afterwards. I can't do that afterwards. Must be beforehand. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm gonna stand here and take it.
All right. Brings us to Byron.
All right. First thing that's going to happen, the ape's going to move 10 feet over, take a bludgeoning attack at the this glaive wielding gnoll.
Nice.
A 10 to hit.
That will miss, however.
All right. And then I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, kind of get in the bushes here,
Mm-hmm.
and try and stab it in the back. And
With
I'll
advantage.
use my advantage.
Yep.
I won't use my that I've been saving advantage though. $17 to hit
That is indeed going to hit.
for 17 damage.
Oof. Let's see. You run your dagger right into his back, and it almost like severs his spinal column, and he just crumples into a heap in front of you. You're
Nice.
staring at the ape.
I'll reach out to give it a high five. As a bonus action. Nice.
I'll allow
Nice.
it. I'll allow it. All right, cool. Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. Let's see. Theo, where are you? Oh, yeah, you're right there. What would you like to do, Theo?
There are many options, but none are as good as I want. So Theo will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. See these guys, whip the blade back over his shoulder to point at the person just killed with the dagger, which caused the ring of runes to appear again, flash out of existence, and then flash around back into existence around this guy, thus hexing him.
Okay.
You have to suck it. You have to suck it off with the point, and then point it to put it on somebody. Is that what you're
That's what
doing?
Theo thinks. We'll see what actually happens.
Nice. I like it.
At which point he's going to launch a pair of Eldritch Blasts at this hyena-looking dude.
Nice. Let her rip. That one hits for 2. Still up.
Plus 6 more from the hex, so 8. I assume he's still up.
He's
so-
still up.
Yeah.
Yep. He looks like he's teetering though. That is going to hit, and it knocks him down, dead. He drops to the ground.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
He just gives an angry ass glare at the one behind him. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, that brings us to the Knolls. What do we have left here? All right.
We don't have me. I knew I should have
I can't seem to
thunderwaved.
find that guy.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. 2 arrows coming your way, Rhunar. And you know what? I'm going to use my advantage on the first one.
How
Nice.
dare ye?
Might as well use it. 21 for 10 piercing damage.
That does hit. So
And your
70.
speed is reduced by 10 for the next until the end of your turn.
Okay.
Second attack is going to be just a normal roll, longbow shot at you. 17,
17 is my armor class.
so a 3 piercing. So that's that guy. There's not many left. You guys are doing a good job. So 5. Comes down towards Tenoch and is going to bite. Tenoch,
He's
just a
biting
normal
me?
roll. Yep.
I'm gonna give him a 10.
Okay. I rolled a 7. I'll take the 10, and it misses.
Ooh.
He does get 2 of them though, so he's gonna try again. Ow! That was a 21 for 4 points of damage, piercing. Oof. All right.
Hanging on.
Oh my god. All right. Well, this other guy is going to make a couple of attacks at you, Tenoch.
Yes.
The first of the 3 skulls comes swinging in your direction from his flail. 17.
Skull flail. That just does it.
That's gonna be 12 points of damage.
Ooh, like a sack of stones.
He goes down.
Oh yeah. I was at 8.
Oh.
I only have 46 hit points.
Yeah, you're our wizard.
Wizards. All right.
I am a wizard.
He looks down at you and just kind of, and you hear him bark. Well, you don't hear him, Tenoch, but he barks an order to the other gnoll that's standing over you, and he's going to move forward. Oh, right there. He's kind of marching in your direction, Rhunar, swinging the three skulls on the end of his flails, and just grinning at you, but does not get close enough to attack you. I think that's the last of the gnolls. And as this happens, you all hear this. Everybody on the battlefield hears this. As this giant bird swoops down into the battlefield.
The bird. It all comes back to the bird.
It was all the bird.
What?
Those Everglades chickens.
It is
Do you-
going to.
do you have a sound effect for that?
Swoop in. I do have a sound effect.
He just did it.
Oh, okay.
Everglades chickens.
I'm really trying to get the token to move over there, but for whatever reason, Roll20 isn't letting me.
I'm just angry at you.
Holy
Whoa.
biscuits.
Yeah, it's called a rock. It's a huge raptor that starts swooping in. Rhunar, you hear it, you turn around behind you, and it's coming in, and we're going to go ahead and end this battle there. I know we still have some things to wrap up here, but that's where we're going to end it. Oh, shit. Oh, with
God dang
Tenoch
it.
down, and a new creature having entered the battlefield, we will go ahead and pause, and we'll be back next week to figure out what the hell happens. There's a food chain out here. Apparently, we've stumbled onto parts of it. Anyways.
Yeah. Dead bodies.
Oh my
Then
god.
sturges.
Yeah.
Then baboons.
And black bears. Don't forget
And
the black
black bears.
bears.
I had an ape
Yep.
too. I had an ape.
You still have the ape.
Yeah,
The ape
I
is still
have an
there.
ape.
The baboon
So-
is gone.
So listen to
Yeah,
this. Everybody
yeah.
who's still with us in the chat, thank you very much for stopping by. Lord
Hell
Gazumba
yeah.
and all of his viewers and audience came over. We really appreciate that. We'd love it if you'd follow our channel. That would help us out a lot. Hey, guess what? We're going to do a giveaway. So
Yeah.
if you are still here and you want to enter to win, type in CZRPG. And that will enter you to win. Where's my sheet? Here it is. Nope, that's not it. Did I toss it somewhere?
Something dunes.
Adventure set in the
What? Who's giving us this thing
Oh,
to
here
give
it is.
away again?
So
CZRPG.
CZRPG, they
Oh
publish
my gosh.
5th edition Dungeons and Dragons content. They've got all kinds of great stuff, but we're going to be giving away a piece of their content called The Ultimate Trial Dunes. It is an adventure that provides a challenging desert survival experience for characters between 1st and 4th level, set in a campaign setting that Christian and his team developed. It's called the Desert of Valor. It's really cool. There's, I don't know, like 60 plus maps. There's new creatures, some magic items, and
lot of maps.
yeah, it's good stuff. So please go ahead and type in CZRPG to be entered to win. We're gonna go ahead and do that right about now. So let me get over to that page. So many windows. There's no dearth of windows here. All right. Oh yeah, we've got a good group. All right, so here we go. Theo, thanks for the follow. Theo, why don't you give us a 5-second countdown?
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 3.5, no, 2.5, 2, 1, 0.
Who taught you how to do countdowns? Here we go.
He's from the south.
All right, Cass played. Is Cass played still with us? You do have to be here to win. Cass played. We just pulled your name, friend. So if you're here, just tell us you're here and you won. We'll send you the link. You can download the content. You can incorporate it into your home game. Cass played might not be here.
It shows him in the
Yes.
chat. Let's give him a second.
He's in the chat.
Yep. Cass played. Are you with
Cass
us?
played. Cass played.
Cass played.
All right, we're gonna go ahead
I'll
and
add them.
re-roll it. Yeah, go ahead and add them, but I think we'll re-roll it. Yes, there is also a pyramid dungeon in there, which
Pyramid dungeon.
I intend to use for sure. It's beautiful. All right, here we go. We're gonna re-roll. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I had to do it. Pace setter sound. Are you here, Yasha? Because you just won
Yasha!
some D&D content. If you're still here.
They are not here.
All right, here we go. Third round. The Shark Surfer
Third-
71.
The Shark Surfer.
The best thing to surf on.
Have you seen that video yet on YouTube?
I haven't seen it.
It's wild.
Shark Surfer, are you still here?
He is not
We,
here.
we
according
might
to
we
the
might have to
channel.
just keep this content if nobody's around anymore. Maybe
Yeah.
everybody bounced already.
I think I
No,
won.
there's people here. Let's get wild.
All right, here we go. We're doing it again. Freestyle.
Freestyle HQ.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Congratulations, Freestyle. I will send you the link, so keep your eyes peeled for a whisper in the next couple minutes after we close down the stream here. Here's a question. Who's online that we can raid?
Ooh, let's
Kirk?
do it.
Let's think about this.
I
We
think
got,
Oathsworn is on.
Oathsworn.
The only
What
channels
is-
I follow that are on
I
right
don't
now
know
are
any
All
others.
Sworn and Matt Colville Dungeon Master.
I have a gratuitous number of people on phone.
That would
Well,
be silly of us to raid Matt
to
Colville.
raid Matt Colville?
That'd be kind of awesome, but
Oathsworn. Who do you guys want to go to? Let's ask the chat.
DM, make the call. Oh yeah,
we
chat,
got
make the call.
Oathsworn. We got
Chad, who should we? Luke, Alex, and Gygax are playing now.
on what Extort? Which channel are they on?
Mini terrain.
I don't follow that.
Let me
He's
look
gonna
it up.
link it. He's gonna link it.
Mini terrain
Nice.
domain.
They are going to link it. I do not know their gender.
Excited for this link. I just want
Oh
to
yeah,
do it.
I
Mini
found them.
terrain domain.
Yep, I found them. All right, here we go. We are going to raid them.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Jinx.
do it.
Andy, you owe me a Coke now.
I owe you a health potion.
Well, that too.
It's the same thing.
My deck wizard just went down.
Only if it's a Mexican Coke.
I am drinking
All right, guys, here we go. Folks, jump into this raid.
margaritas
We've got
with
18 viewers, 26
spicy
viewers,
arbol
28
chili.
viewers, 30 viewers. Let's do this. Come on, guys. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for stopping in, guys. We appreciate you. Love ya. Bye. Raid.
Bye.